my name, and I come running to catch you again. Our love is in flames, but I still
Oh, man. You can't take this stuff too seriously. Biden's climate. Final remarks. Let's get into this video. It's going to be epic. Let's get into it. President Biden, Daddy Biden, speak to us. Tell us how you're feeling. Tell us how you're looking. Tell us what's going on. What's up with the world? Let's go.
To close this historic summit, I want to take a
First of all, just a little kudos. He's not wearing a mask right now. I'm so proud of him. He's growing up.
moment to thank the world leaders and all the participants from around the globe who
Oh, the participants.
have joined together to confront the existential threat of climate change. There's no threat like it. Over the last
You know, there are some people that can read a screen well, and then there's some people cannot. I am not one of those people I would not be able to do well with the teleprompter. That face right there, that is the face I would make. Like, just like my dyslexia would kick in and I would start like making up words and people would be like, I don't know what President O'Shea is saying. O'Shaughnessy. Ready, let's go.
last 2 days, I think we made some important progress. And
Yes, like tanking the stock market for a half minute.
the spirit of increasing efforts to address climate change globally, we're launching an initiative to help developing countries strengthen their climate efforts while achieving their development goals. And that's going to mean money. Yesterday, I announced
What? By getting your climate goals, that's gonna mean money, baby. Because I'm Daddy Moneybags. Daddy wants his money.
the United States made a new commitment under the Paris Agreement to cut our emissions
Hey, Biden, this kind of energy is making me want to take a nap. I don't know about you.
by 50 to 52% by the end of this decade. And we'll get there by investing in American workers, American jobs, American infrastructure, and building a stronger and more resilient economy. We also
This is like me at the end of a week. Just like, and here's the news, and I hope you guys are enjoying this. Everything's doing just fine here at the White House. The border is doing great. Oh, let's not talk about that. There's a lot of things going on in the world. Systematic racism.
welcome the ambitious targets announced this week by two great partners. My good friend, the Prime Minister of Japan, Prime Minister Suga,
Oh, whatever. Just name dropping. My best friend, my BFF, Suga. Ever heard of him? Ever heard of Japan? Ever heard of Honda? Hondoro Hachiruku.
announced that Japan will cut emissions by up to 50% below the 2000
Six. Japan, they cut emissions by 95. Shit. 50%.
13 levels, almost doubling their current target. Prime Minister Trudeau, another good friend from Canada, will reduce emissions by as much as 45% below the 2005.
Okay. This video is 4 minutes long, and there's no energy whatsoever. You would lose subscriptions, bro. Let's check your account. Yeah, 721 thumbs down, and they're shadow. You know, they're cutting out those two. Let's keep going.
These announcements came on top of a demonstrated leadership and strong existing targets set by the European Union and the United Kingdom. And together, these commitments mean that half of the world's economy is now committed to pace the action that we need, at a pace we need, to limit warming to 1.5.
You know, when like somebody is like didn't read the book report or has no idea what they're talking about and they're just talking. I feel like that's what's happening right now. He's like, and the UK is, they are doing their emissions 60%. Oh, and then there's no energy in this. Biden, take a Red Bull right before. You know what I'm saying? Pop 2. Take one of those 5 out. Take a 10-hour energy. They haven't made it yet, but they need to make it for you.
5 degrees. an amount beyond which scientists tell us, if we've said 1,000 times, all of us could be at a point of no return.
Hey,
We
subscriber.
also heard encouraging news announcements
gamer,
from
shout out.
Argentina, Brazil, South Africa, and South Korea. And I'm looking forward to working with India's Prime Minister Modi in a new partnership to achieve our climate and energy goals, making this a core pillar of our bilateral cooperation. And the commitment.
Dude, say that 10 times fast. Bilateral. 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 God. This is rough, man. Just like, even if you gotta fake it till you make it sometimes in life. This is a little life lesson. If you're gonna say something that maybe you don't necessarily believe in, but you're the president of the United States and you're being forced to, or you want to change the way people do things, have some energy about it, huh?
Commitments we've made must become real. Commitment without us doing it, it's just a lot of hot air. No pun intended. You know,
My hat. No. The no pun intended. It got me. That was not fun. You know when someone's like cracking a joke, just like, hey, hot air, no pun intended. You get what I'm saying. He didn't even laugh. I mean, what are the gamers? Sleepy Joe. Exactly. Even when he's making a joke, he's sleeping. He's like, and hot air, no pun intended. So, like, come on, man. Come on, get some energy about it. Even if I just, you want to cripple the economy for your stupid energy plan, have some energy about it.
we must implement these commitments, accelerate them, and innovate and invest in order to reach them. And we need to work together, once again, to build a clean energy future that delivers good jobs and overcomes the threat of
He just got a little energy pump. I think somebody just walked behind him and shot him in the butt with some B12.
climate change, investing in innovation and in our people,
Come
raising
on,
our
man.
ambitions, ensuring every nation does its part. And we'll meet again in Glasgow. And
He just lost it again. I mean, he was starting to come back to life, and now he's like, we're gonna meet together. We're gonna meet together in Glasgow. So, hot air, no pun intended. Golly, this is the roughest 4 minutes of my life. Let's keep going.
November for the UN Climate Conference.
Shout out to the gamer for being a part of this
we're going
stream.
to meet those moments. I think we're going to meet the moment
Or-
that we've all been talking.
Wait, not the gamer. They're a gamer. Feels like 40. It does feel like 40.
To make this commitment and to keep the commitment. It's an economic imperative. I think it's a moral imperative to future generations.
Way to sell it. This is imperative for us to do. Here's what you do, Joe Biden. Let me do your job for you. It's absolutely imperative we do this. It's morally imperative. For future generations to come, this needs to happen. Instead, this is absolutely imperative. We have to do this. This is how it must all go down. It's just like, what the heck
Here
is
in
going
America,
on?
there's never been a
Oh,
challenge.
the
couldn't meet.
rapist, the therapist gamer. I'll take the rapist gamer for 500. I like your username, dude. Dude, I don't know. I'm assuming. I don't want to assume anything. Okay. Okay.
If we put our minds to it and did it together. I hope your countries feel the same way. I know we can do this. I know we can do this.
Oh, there he is. Anytime there's this point of emphasis right there. I know we can do this. 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 We can do this. I know we can do this. I know we can do this. I know we could do this. I know we can do this.
Thank you for your commitment. Thank you for joining the summit. And thank you for stepping up to confront this crisis before it's too late. I know we can seize the opportunities of a cleaner, stronger, and more resilient economy. and deliver the benefits to people in each of our nations. So I look forward to working alongside you to confront the climate crisis.
Oh, it's so unbelievable. For a whole year during campaign trail, CNN, MSNBC were telling us this guy's got energy, and he was like, Trump's like, remember when Trump like tripped a little bit, and he's like, you're gonna watch me run circles around him, and he's about to take a dirt nap right now.
To build a better world for all of our children and grandchildren. We're going to do this together. Thank you all, and may God bless you, and let's get to work. Thanks again.
That's it. Okay. My thoughts on this. I miss my Donnie. Yeah, me too. My thoughts on this. First of all, I did like a breakdown last night, and I put it up it's on YouTube and Twitch and stuff like that about, I think it's on Twitch, on the breakdown of the climate crisis, the climate changes he wants to make and the things that he wants to do as far as implementing new taxes and new regulations, and how it's going to cripple the economy and stuff like forcing people to buy an electric car by 2030, and why electric cars are like $55,000, and not everyone can just afford that. As I'm driving my truck with 265,000 miles. Shout out to old trucks that just run. They just don't make them like they used to. But yeah, it's just, if you're gonna cripple there's just other things that are more important than talking about the climate currently, and especially we should be holding the countries we need to be holding accountable for this stuff. They just don't care. Like Russia and China, as China just does. Most of their energy comes from coal, and they're pollutants. India and China just throwing crap in the ocean and throwing, the way they treat the environment. Yet we're the bad guys, and we're the guys that need to cripple the way we do lives in order to live is absolutely ridiculous. And there's bigger things going on in the economy currently. Like, I don't know, maybe let's get this thing going again and open up venues and events. And we have vaccines, we have therapeutics, and we have our hospital system is fantastic, as we obviously see, as when we see India's cases are on the rise like crazy and people are dying like crazy, because the way we do healthcare is awesome. It's way better than anything in Canada or Great Britain and that socialized stuff. We came up with all the freaking vaccines, the therapeutics and stuff like that. There's incentive here for us to be the best healthcare system. But no, we want to cripple that by making it mandatory and putting the government in charge. What has the government ever done that has been great? Nothing. They make everything worse. They're going to make it more bureaucratic. And so... And they're like the pyramid where the top guy gets a lot, and then the middle guy, and then the other guy, and the little guy, and then finally they give money to the people that need it. The private sector is way better off. And speaking of private sector, when it comes to the summit climate change crap, if you believe that and you're in the private sector and this is something you're passionate about, then do it. Like Elon Musk, look at him go. I mean, he was revolutionary. He was paving the way when people told him he was an idiot. And he's already done it better. His solar panels are already better. Nobody talks, when it comes to solar panels though, nobody talks about, refining and pulling out all these rare metals out of the earth. And who's doing that? China. Not us, even though we have it here. So there's just bigger issues. And if the government, if Biden is really serious about climate change, then he should just encourage the private sector to be the private sector and give initiatives that way, as opposed to just forcing every American just to jump on board and raising our prices and cutting the Keystone Pipeline, which just creates higher gas prices. And who does that affect the most? What does every liberal policy affect the most? Is the working class. They want to keep you poor because then you have a reason to rely on the government. The therapist gamer says we are in a land of opportunity, and more we move towards a more socialist agenda and less opportunity. People willing to work and willing to work hard and will become sad. Yes, Yes, we were the land of opportunity, but the more government gets involved and creates these bureaucratic things and not just allow it to open. That was the biggest thing that Trump did, is just allow businesses to run their business and cut out all this like red tape. And that was revolutionary. Why is that revolutionary? Why does it take somebody like Trump to see how to make the economy run well? Why can't somebody with an education be able to actually do it? And as always, most of my comments I get are, you're just stupid. You don't have an education, even though I have a master's degree. You're just dumb. You don't get it. You don't know any of this stuff. Blah, 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 blah. No. There's people that you might be an expert in your field, but you're not an expert in common sense. and it takes common sense in today's world. Anyways, enough of my rant. I appreciate you guys for joining. And I'm going to come live a little bit later because there's another video to break down with Kamala Harris. I don't know if I want to do it, but I'm going to do it for you because that's why I do it. So I'm going to take 15 minutes, a little 15-minute break, and I will come back live in 15 minutes to break down the White House Kamala Harris thing that she did. Good Lord. The rapist says, same here. Masters and hold minority identities are like, really, people try to come for me. Yes. I hope you guys are doing well. Remember to impact somebody's life because that's the only way to keep this ball moving. And also, if you're not laughing about this stuff, then you're crying. So I'll see you guys in 15 minutes. I swear I'll be back on. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to do a breakdown Kamala Harris. And then a little later, I'll probably be playing a little retro video games, or I'll be watching an old movie. I don't know what. I don't know if we'll have enough time. Got to Bed Bath & Beyond in the morning, maybe Home Depot. I don't know if we have enough time. Have a fantastic day. The Rapist Gamer, the Therapist Gamer, thank you so much for joining.